Kilpatrick is running for Congress in the state of Georgia, the 11th district, that is up in the northern part of the state. Heather is a former Georgia Republican, converted in part to the side of light and right by one Mr. Pete Buttigieg. And she is looking to take this congressional seat away from an incumbent Republican. His name is Barry Loudermilk. He's the guy who equated former President Thumbhead's impeachment to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. You can find out all you need to know about Heather by going to her campaign website, heatherforgeorgia.com, or you can listen to her right here because I've got her. Heather, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You were actually motivated to switch political camps in great part, by one mayor at the time, Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, Mayor Pete just really resonated with me. I found kind of a home, I guess you could say, and I became an active monthly donor with Pete and followed him very closely. I had the Pete signs, had a Pete sticker on my car. He just, yes, exactly. I see your Pete sign back there. And something about Pete very much resonated with me. And I think at first the draw was how he speaks. He is a amazing public speaker.
Yeah, I'm with you. And you're running primarily because of your extensive experience in the healthcare industry. For people who are watching this that aren't in Georgia, can you talk a little bit about the on-the-ground problems that people, say, in the 11th congressional district of Georgia are dealing with right now with our healthcare system being what it is?
So, for example, like Georgia did not vote to expand Medicaid. Actually did not choose to expand Medicaid. As you know, it was up to the states to choose it. The Medicaid expansion would be life-saving for so many people, be world-changing for so many people, not just here in District 11, but across Georgia. The majority of people that are insured under Georgia Medicaid are children and elderly. And to deny that Medicaid expansion, you're denying insurance coverage for those people. Mm-hmm. Again, children, teens, and elderly. That's the biggest thing that I see.
I remember the cost of an EpiPen just skyrocketed, and that was tough for a lot of people. Is there a place for federal government to intervene in something like that?
So the EpiPen is still enormously expensive. My brother has to have an EpiPen. And he actually does not carry one because of the cost.
Because can I just get in? Because carrying one, I mean, you want to have EpiPens at home, at the office, on you. So you can't just have the one.
Yeah. Doctors that I've worked with in the past typically prescribe them in threes. That way you have one at home, you have one usually in the car, or moms will carry one in their purse.
And you're not paying 3 for 1. You're paying for all 3.
No, you are absolutely not. And the price has gone down a little bit. And when I say that, they've gone down to about $450. That's $450 each. The cost of making them is not that bad. It costs more to engineer the plastic auto injector than it does for the drug itself. If there was federal oversight with these types of things, you could mitigate the cost.
I want you to keep this in mind. When Jesus was falsely accused of treason, Pontius Pilate gave Jesus the opportunity to face his accusers. Pontius Pilate afforded more rights to Jesus than the Democrats have afforded this president.
Your current congressional rep in that district is Barry Loudermilk, and I think at best we could call him ineffective. At worst, we could call him a major Trumpster. Can you talk a little bit about why he needs to go?
So, good old Barry. Well, he did not vote to certify the election. He co-sponsored the bill to repeal the Affordable Care Act. He has either sponsored or co-sponsored 4 bills to defund Planned Parenthood. So yeah, again, he's a peach. Yeah, he voted against the American Rescue Plan. He voted against the COVID relief. And then he's one of those Republicans that went and bragged about how we're bringing you COVID relief. No, you're not. You did not do this. You voted against it. So you cannot claim credit for it. So of course I have to call him out on it.
Yeah. A lot of people who are considering donating to a campaign aren't completely sure about what a small dollar donation can do for a campaign like yours. $10, $25. It really keeps the machine going. It also allows you the opportunity to spread your message on social media with things like Facebook boosts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The small dollar donations can go a long way. We can boost a post for as little as like $20, and we can boost that post so it sees a bigger audience.
I'm with you. There are a lot of people right now, there are a lot of Democrats out there that if they just see something on their feed saying, here is a person in X state running as a Democrat, as you are, to unseat an incumbent Republican, as you are, who doesn't really take the job seriously. Just seeing that ad on the Facebook feed can make the difference between somebody who goes out and votes for Heather Kilpatrick or maybe just doesn't vote at all.
Right. You know? The name recognition is a huge thing. Like even if you see our posts, if you can just share them to help us get the name recognition, and then the more the posts are liked and shared, that helps the algorithm to get the post shown more. It also, the more donations we get in, it's also because anybody who's already in office has access to more PAC money. Now, we might be able to get PAC money later down the road, closer to the election, but if we're in a primary like I am, we can't get access to any of that money till the primary's over.
Why are you the right person for Georgia's 11th congressional district?
Honestly, I think it's time for women, especially women in healthcare, to be in office. You know, we obviously have a healthcare crisis in this country, especially I think the pandemic has shown us that. I have just personally had enough of these people sitting in office doing nothing. And Barry Loudermilk is a perfect example of that. He didn't vote, and like half the vote in 2020, and it was a virtual vote. Like I can't get past that. It was a virtual vote and you didn't do it. So I don't want to hear any excuses, like none. It's time for people that are going to show up and do the job.
I think we should spend a few moments plugging all your social media, website, Twitter, wherever you would like people to go.
Well, thanks. You can visit my website. It's heatherforgeorgia.com. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at HeatherK_GA. My Facebook is facebook.com/HeatherKGA.
All the best, and hopefully you'll check back in with us and we can hear about what it's like for a first timer to take this step and everything that you're going to be experiencing. Heather Kilpatrick, 11th district for the state of Georgia, looking to flip that district. It's doable, but it's not going to be cheap. If we want to flip the district in Georgia, which has become crucial to the heartbeat of the whole Democratic Party nationally, Heather Kilpatrick is one person who can help us do that. Thanks so much, Heather.
Thank you. I appreciate it.